And a lot of that comes.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, I am Shar. This is Lo, and we are the Skeeters.
And that's London.
Yes, that's baby London. So guys, something new that is going to be moving forward. We are going to be doing 2 videos a week. We are going to do a Skeeters podcast video. So those will be dropping every Thursday. I know this one is coming out late. We had to do the pod a different day. So y'all know how that is, parent life. But we'll be dropping the pods on Thursday, and then we'll do our regular vlogs on Sunday. So got more videos, more content for y'all during the week, you know.
Trophy.
Yes. So we're gonna get into this pod. Hi guys, I missed y'all.
I'm keeping that for the regular pod because like we Hollywood now, so like we got to do 2 starts. I feel like we running track. False start. All right.
Well, you know, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all see the shirt.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling great, you know. It's another week. This has been a fast-paced week, but
for you it has.
It's cool.
I almost fell asleep in traffic again today.
That's
I'm not bragging. It's not safe at all, but I'm trying to tell y'all, my commute is crazy like that.
He does. He has like a very, very, very long commute, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot, but
the hustle never stops though.
It doesn't.
You feel me? I get my sleep when I can. That's why on the weekends and stuff, man, so I don't be active on the algorithms and all that because I get somewhere and sit still. I know it sounds like, oh, you need to, like, no, bro, I'm tired. Like, this content stuff, we gonna tell y'all, man. Like, this content stuff.
Oh, yeah, y'all gonna get the real us.
It's not a game. Like everybody want to do this, and then they're like, all right, it's time to edit. Because it's cool to show up and just say and do the stuff.
Yeah, but you got to do the editing. You got to do the uploading. Because sometimes
when the technology don't even be working for you, when you like, all right, I'm done, I'm about to just upload this, and then it take 2 hours for it to upload.
Y'all seen that vlog that came back? It took 3 hours to get that vlog uploaded. Because everything was just acting up that day. It was like, hey, it started loading, and it went fast, and it was like 5 seconds left, and then it just said 5 seconds for 2 hours.
Yep, and it just stuck there.
2.5, 3 hours.
So at that point, it's like, you know, all right, well, we going to get something to eat. It's just get uploaded when we come back.
We'll do what we can.
So, but I feel like we getting into a nice little rhythm and a cadence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, certain days, like we're recording this a day later, but certain days we got to switch it up because, you know, things pop up. So you got to be flexible. Yep. As long as the work get done, though. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, and I'm big on that. The work got to get done. Like, it ain't going to. Now, I'm not as hard on Neezy about it, where it's like, all right, you can skip an episode or something. But for me, like, nah, it's got to go. Like, because I believe in like what we doing and what we trying to accomplish. You feel me? I did want to talk to you a little bit, like, because one of the topics we brought up was talking about kind of like being unstuck, and like we talk about it a lot because it's like the Detroit state of mind, where it's like, you know, we from there and everything, but it's like it's so much like, and I say that because Detroit got some hustlers. Yeah. Okay. Like I can vouch like all the way, right? And the thing is, I see our people up there like running around, like chasing the same opportunities and stuff. When it's like literally they could go to an Atlanta or a Houston or a Arizona. I wouldn't say California at this particular point in time, but like they could go any place else and get like, you know what I'm saying, and get to it. Exactly. Without even having to worry about the other competition from the other Detroit hustlers and stuff, man. So it's like trying to get people, and not even just Detroit in general. I just bring it up because like that's like close to us. But like stepping out and like challenging yourself. Like that's how you find out who you really are. Getting out your comfort zone. And I always like I like to call back to the one psychology class I took in college. We talked about Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, and at the top of that is self-actualization, right? The need to like pursue your highest self. And I think a lot of people not necessarily like tapped into that. You know what I'm saying? Like we in survival mode all the time. And it's like, nah, be your best self. And then like you will start eating different. You will start like living different. You will start walking different. You'll start talking different and stuff because not for everybody else, but just because you being the best version of yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always joke with Neezy, like, I'm a hood rat. Like, you can't tell because, like, I can articulate and all of that, but, like, she knew me when I can still articulate that. No.
Yeah.
But she knew me, she knows the, like, me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm rolling with the punches, bro.
Yeah.
With what you're saying there. But no, like what we're talking about, too, is as far as getting unstuck, like Lo was saying, getting out that certain mind frame, the mind frame of, okay, this is all that's it, right? Yeah. Like, I can still only speak for the Detroit state of mind is you're in Detroit and it's like, all right, well, I want to live in a better neighborhood, but this is it. I can't go nowhere, so I'm just going to continue to just pay my bills here and I'm just going to go travel. And it's like, okay, yes, you're going to travel, but you can live nice. Why are you spending all this money to go and at these nice luxury hotels, but then you coming home to an uncomfortable position, an uncomfortable home? You know what I mean?
Uncomfortable, like, as far as the neighborhood, because it's still nice houses and stuff.
It's just the neighborhood.
My thing is the value, though. For me, the difference between being home and being in Texas is the value that you get for your land. Because, like, you could get a house in Detroit, but, like, the rooms be small and the living area be small and the yard is small and you got to worry about all the other stuff that's going on around the house. Whereas down here, like, you could get a big-ass house with a big-ass yard for, like, the same price.
Exactly.
If not cheaper, like the bigger houses is what I'm saying. Like as far as, like, what your budget is. And that's all I'm saying. Like, the like, looking for more, wanting more, like, in understanding that you deserve more, and you know what I'm saying, like you got to know your value and stuff.
Yeah, you do. You really do have to know your value. But again, that's what we're saying is getting out of that unstuck mind frame. Yeah. That's what you got to do to recognize your value. You got to get out of that unstuck mind frame, and so to get out of that unstuck mind frame, you know, read some books. Yeah. Meditate. Yeah. And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm with you. I feel like you gotta a lot of it is getting out your own way. So, like,
yeah, you do gotta get out your own
letting go of baggage. You gotta let go of old stuff. I think for me, last year was a year of, I call it a year of detachment, because there's a lot of things I just had to let go of. There's a lot of things I had to reconcile in my spirit and just be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, turn the page on that. And, like, you feel lighter, you know what I'm saying? And you feel like I won't say looser, but, like, you feel like, all right, it's like, all right, moving on to the next thing. You can put some things behind you. But I feel like you can't get what's meant for you if you're still holding on to the things that's no longer meant for you. You know what I'm saying?
And baggage isn't just only material things, and it's people, too. Yeah. You have to let go of some people. Yeah. You know, certain friends, certain family members.
Because it weighs on your mental, your emotional,
and physically it weighs on you. You know. Yep. So you got to get to the point where you got to recognize that these people are no longer good for me. This certain situation is no longer good for me. Yeah. I got to let it go.
This place is no longer good for me.
Exactly. It's time for me to move on and let it go. Yeah. And I ain't saying it's gonna be easy. It's not like you can just say, I'm done with it. But you can gradually do it. Yeah. Like, if you got certain family member, certain friend, and it's like, all right, I don't want to talk with them no more. No hard feelings, not at all. It's just one of those. Don't text back. Yeah. You know, somebody, they reach out to you. Oh, hey, girl, or what's up, man? And you be like, yeah, no, they finna go on that same thing.
Because people only, what I learned is, and I have a good group of friends, so my friends are solid. But, like, what I learned is just trying to make new friends and try to meet new people or, like, build with other people. People like to be double Dutch friends. They do. And I call it double Dutch friends, man, because, like, they only want to pop in and out. And I get it. We all grown and stuff, right?
Yeah, we ain't got to talk every day.
And it ain't even so much as talking. It's just being invested in each other's success and all of that. Like, show up for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not about let's hang out every day. But, like, if I'm having an event or something, show up.
People don't want to
show up. If you having an event, show up. But
people don't want to show up for you because they feel like you going to outshine them.
Yeah. I don't know what their motives are. I just know that people, I feel like we, in this self-help, self-love phase, people overdid it on the self-help and self-love to the point where they don't care about nobody else. Now, yes, you should prioritize yourself over, like, you know what I'm saying, other folks. But you still got to connect and build with other people to an extent. You do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people haven't mastered that balance or don't try to. It's like, all right, nope, I'm good. And I'm guilty of that at the stages now, because I was a very extroverted person before, And then like just through like, especially like being in a new place and just dealing with people, I'm very introverted now. So first of all, we've been talking about this influencer affiliate marketing thing for a minute. I feel like that's what makes podcasting so real. That's what made radio so effective. Remember, I broke it down before. Yeah. Was it this show or one of these shows I broke down like radio? But like you journeyed into the vlogging space and all that. Yeah. And now you're kind of like, because you started, but like I wouldn't even consider you a rookie now, because especially after Vlogmas and all that stuff.
I still say I'm a rookie, man. Okay. I still say I'm a rookie. I still have to get to a certain point. Like right now, I'm not even at 100 subscribers yet.
Gotcha.
And so we're trying to get to that point, because like by the end of this year, I at least want to be at getting close to the 100,000 mark.
So what do you say to somebody? Because I know I deal with people all the time that's like, oh, I want to be a podcaster, I want to be a podcaster. And then after about the 7th episode, they say like people quit. Because it ain't no joke. And I see what you do with the vlogging stuff, especially doing Vlogmas. It's way more like into being a vlogger than it is, well, it might be equal podcast wise, but I feel like it's still a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
It still is a lot of work.
So what do you say to somebody who like wants to be an influencer or sees that as a way to try to like, you know what I'm saying, get some money out of, or like hustle?
It's going to be harder now. I would definitely say it's harder now because everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody has their favorite people that they have watched, and they're like, okay, well, if you can do that, I can do it. So now the brands are like, okay, everybody wants to be a podcaster or be a influencer, podcaster, all that. But y'all got to prove yourself. So when I say like prove yourself,
prove it,
you got to show up and be consistent for one. Yep. When these brands, they want to start looking for people, they want to see consistency. One, are you dropping every week? Are you dropping on the days that you say that you're going to drop every week? Is your content...
Hold on, right there though. Right there, that's where you got to get to, because yes, drop every week. And again, I know it's tough sometimes, right? But you have to pick a day and drop on that day, like to condition your listeners to like, man,
for them to know when you're coming.
Yeah. Like, because you can't 1 week drop on a Tuesday, then next week drop on a Saturday, then the week after. Now, if you do 2 drops a week, that's different. But you can't do all right, this week we're going to do Wednesday. All right, next week I think we'll do Monday. I don't know. Like, you can't do it like that because people don't know when you come.
Right, and so then they'll just be tuning into your page and there's nothing there when they expect it to have something.
Yeah. You could buy your own stuff. You don't need to just buy expensive design stuff because everybody else doing it. Like, do what's true to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's true to me is I'm not going to spend $350 on one item. So
yeah.
That ain't my thing. I ain't doing it.
And then try to get other people to do it. And then just be trying
to show off for folks. So.
Well, no, it ain't even so much about that. Because influencer marketing is the like you're trying to influence people to do it.
To get it, but you got to get something that's true to you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your customer base too. If you're not talking to people, if you can barely afford it, and the people you talking to can barely afford it, then it's showing.
Hustling backwards.
Because then it's showing off because you are now going to buy this stuff to basically try to stun on everybody else, and then they're not gonna like your stuff. Exactly. So you got to think of it that way too. Like you got to do what resonates with them. And why did they release a thing? And I know how much of a germaphobe you are. They said that like the level of toxins that's in Simply Lemonade is not as healthy as they portrayed it out to be.
See, that's why I told you I need a juicer, and I will start making our fresh orange juice, squeezing these oranges.
Yeah. Well, I'm
making, because like we said, and then they're also, I got to even share this in a second though, but we know that all this stuff is manufacturer made because they're trying to produce it at so many levels and hurry up and pump it out, right?
Yep.
So to get these oranges to grow at a certain rate, they got to pump them up with whatever to make them grow fast, then hurry up, squeeze them. And we know that they just don't squeeze them. They have to pasteurize it with whatever additives they put in
so it has a shelf life?
Exactly. So it can have a shelf life on it. And so we know that they're doing that. So of course there's going to be high acidic levels, high levels of whatever the heck is in it, right?
Yep.
But there also was a video they just released. I just seen it yesterday. They were showing, it was this man, it was a black man, and he was showing you how he worked at this milk packing company. And he was saying, yeah, y'all be thinking that y'all be drinking healthy milk. He says, look, this milk is expired. It has not been opened, but the grocery store can't sell it. They take it back They pour it into this mixing machine. Put more pasteurized, however you want to say it, whoever's your demographic.
Yeah.
Pasteurized, they put more stuff in it to take it back to another level so that way they can restore it and put it in new jars and put it back on the shelf as milk. That's why we don't drink milk now.
Well, it's not even just milk though.
Yeah,
it's
but
lemonade,
we know that they do that with everything.
So that's what I'm saying. At this point, what can we do?
Because you dang sure know that the water
processed
same
foods.
thing with the water.
Now we know why we getting sick now because everything like we knew stuff was processed, but we seeing how jacked up the process really is.
And they're getting careless with it, and so that's why more and more people are getting sick. And our bodies are, you know, your bodies can only take so much.
Yeah.
So our bodies are telling us like, hey man, that ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
And whatever they're doing to the animals is now showing up in the food even faster.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like we know that they've been doing it. It's been a while, but things are happening now at a faster rate because of what's going on with the animals, what's going on with the crops. So it's a domino effect with everything.
Yeah.
It's like the Dang Gone Blasted. What's the movie that I had seen?
How old are you to say Dang Gone Blasted? 1975. Oh man, what in tarnation?
It's like the movie again when they were showing when coronavirus was high and they were showing about the
that where they fast forwarded and
the
got
virus and then
thing.
it went all the way back. Yeah. I can't even think of the movie.
You talking about Resident Evil?
No, it's not Resident Evil.
You talking about that one? Sorry.
The lady had went out of town and she went to eat at the restaurant and it started the whole virus with Matt Damon. He in the movie. That whole virus, it started at the restaurant.
And they got ate by the birds at the end.
No, babe.
Okay.
I'm talking about the one when everybody was sick. The CDC came in.
I don't know.
They was all dying from that. So it started with, and Gwyneth Paltrow was his wife in there.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
It started with her going out of town.
I for sure
She went on a work trip. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about, and I can't even think of it. And I don't have time to Google it right now because we're in the middle of this segment. But
no, keep talking.
It's Matt Damon. Matt Damon virus movie, and I bet you it's gonna come up because it was the hype of the coronavirus. Everybody was talking about it. Quarantine, contaminated, contagion. There it goes.
Now,
right there.
look, I didn't even type it in and I came up with it. No, it didn't pop up because I didn't even fully get it typed in. I just got it off the...
It started with her going to a work function. She went out of town to a restaurant to eat. I don't know if it was Thailand,
it
Asia,
is contagious.
something. Yeah, she went out of town to eat. And the chef, he went to the bathroom.
He didn't wash his
slaughtering pigs. Didn't wash his hand. Came back slaughtering the pigs. And then it went on from there.
So this all started from a chef who killed a pig with pee-pee hands.
Basically, and the fly got on it, and then
hold on. So Professor Pig's pee-pee hands.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
No, don't touch me with your pee-pee hands, bro.
So,
and then people was all outraged about COVID. They was buying toilet paper, beating people up over toilet paper, only to go right back to pee and not wash their hands. And a lot of that comes, except like what your reality is. Now, do better, pursue your best self in it and all that stuff. But like, you want to make sure that you are finding happiness in the simple things that truly make you happy. Not what makes somebody else happy or what's working for somebody else. So you got to get to know yourself a little bit better, man. I've been reading, so we kind of started this book club, so Midnight Club. We've been reading books and stuff, and I got other people into the books. Neezy jumped into the book game. We do audiobooks, regular books, whatever. Like, however you can consume the book, like it's part of the book club. I'm on this Humble the Poet book. He dropped a new one. But I had to go back and finish the second one first because I'm like, I read the first one, 101 Ways to Unlearn 101 Ways to a Simpler Life. Now I'm finishing up the things that no one can teach us. And then I got to finish his third one. I forgot the name of that one. But I wanted to knock this one out before I get to it. And it's just a lot of like reflection and like seeing the lesson in things like as you go through different situations and stuff in life. Yeah. So I know you was reading a book. What was you reading?
I was reading Tamara's book.
Okay.
So I finished that, Tamara Mowry Housley. I finished her book, and her book it's just one of her biographies, right? That's just what it is. But also she did have some tips in there. And talking about from when she was acting and then when she had got onto the show The Real. And she was like, she wanted to get back into acting because The Real, after so long, had started draining her. And she was talking about like how it was hard to have your own opinion stated on there, on the show, because, you know, you gotta watch what you say because the whole world is watching you. So if you say one thing wrong, they're gonna come bashing you about it. So that would be her thing. Then she
didn't like getting dragged on the thing. Is that what they call it?
Not even just dragged, because like she was like, something that really made her mad was that they had called her husband a racist. Somebody had called her husband a racist. Not on the panel, but like that's what the people were saying. Yeah. And so she was like in the middle of the show on national TV. She defended her husband like, hold up now. Yeah. He is not a racist. And then, you know, she had to go down the
well, you have to, because
yeah, let it be known.
Well, I feel like when you have platforms like this, that's your opportunity to speak. And that's when you talk to your producers and stuff, and you like, hey, look, before we get to that one segment, we got a little 5-minute part where we would normally do some filler dialogue. Exactly. Like, I need to get this off, cause nah. And if they value you as a voice, then they'll give you that. They'll give you that time.
And they'll listen. Now, I did like the fact that she also was giving people, like, you know, marriage and relationship advice. Because by all means, we're the Skeeters. We know that we are not the end all be all, right? Our advice, what we know, what we've learned. So sometimes, you know, listening to other people and getting their marriage advice, you hear other successful married people. Let's say that.
Because everybody ain't happily married. Yeah.
And so, like, one thing she was saying, and I did want to pass it off to our podcast listeners, in any healthy relationship and in any marriage, what she was saying too is one thing that y'all have to do is find out your stress relievers, right? Communicate with each other. And then another thing is, one way, like she was saying, one way to definitely relieve stress is sex. Yeah. So talk with your partner about their sex goals and have sex
goals.
Often.
What are sex goals? Hold on.
So your sex goals is tell your partner, like, what do you like, how often, and then like y'all come together. Y'all come together and say, all right, babe, well, we need to have sex.
I would like doggy style 4 times out of the week, preferably missionary 2 times, and I would like 7 side to side.
That's what she was saying. She was like, and you know, then let you and your partner talk about your sex dreams. Like, hey, I want to, like one, she was saying on top of the car in the rain.
What type of movie she been watching? What type of rom-comedy?
So she was like, you know, doing that. But tell your partner, you and your partner, y'all had these conversations. Like, what do you want to do? Okay, all right. You like to have sex? You want me to have sexy lingerie on? I'll have sexy lingerie. How many times a week do we got to do this? Well, we got to figure it out. Put these kids to sleep. And if we got to have sex 5 times a week, you got to have sex 5 times a week. Just get it done. And because, like she was saying,
your joint gonna be wore out by then.
Both partners have to be equally happy.
What not?
Now that is something, because she was talking about, you know, she is a woman of faith. So she was like, hey, she married. So if your husband want to do it 7 days a week, by all means.
But that's what one of the things like that, like about being married and stuff, or at least my understanding is, okay, you married, like whatever happens in the marriage bed, that's the marriage bed, man. Go at it. You can be all types of super freak with yours in the marriage bed, because that's your wife.
Exactly. That's your spouse, so you can do that.
And then all the unmarried super freaks, it's like, it don't matter. It's like, hey, well, do yours.
But like we said, by all means, you married, you do the hanky-panky wherever you want to.
Okay, that is... I don't have to...
You're trying to have a counter how many times I didn't use these old words?
Yes, hanky-panky. What else you said? Gosh darn it. Tarnation. Dang blasted. Blase. Like, 1975 for this one. Alright, you ready for questions?
Questions.
Ooh, one. Thoughts on Detroit movies taking over too?
I like it. These Detroit movies, y'all, they be funny. Yeah. Now, some of them be meant to be serious, but because we know the city and sometimes you be recognizing some of the faces in there, it's fun.
Yeah. I like it because it's giving creatives, and I said this, we in a golden age as far as creativity, so you got an idea, you got a movie, you can't sit up here and be mad and be like, oh, well, I can't get I can't get HBO Max to get it like you get on Tubi. And then I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. It's not just Detroit movies. They got Memphis movies, they got Nigerian movies, they got Philly movies. So
Nigerians been doing their movies for long.
Yeah, so I think that's cool. And then like it gives the voice to the creators, but then hey, like people watch. I told you we was watching one of the Detroit movies, and my uncle was in one of them. Man, shout out to the Real Hustler, man.
Yeah, sure was.
And he killed it. Like he had a good role, and then come to find out he helped produce it and stuff. But I know my uncle. That's something that he had been wanting to do for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So to see him like just go forward with it, it's like, all right, well, the dream is attainable. So it's helping creatives get their stuff. Now it's up to you as the person in charge to like market and promote your stuff and get the views up, so like you can get your residual off that. But I say more power to you. It's another show, and this goes into the next question. They say, have you watched McGraw-Ave? We haven't watched season 2 yet.
We haven't watched season 2 because Prime wants to pay for it now. And, we got a couple subscriptions for stuff we already watched.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, we'll get to it. We definitely will.
We'll get to it, and then so next question. What are your thoughts on Lori Harvey's new love interest? It's dude from Snowfall.
I was going to say dude from Snowfall.
Idris.
But wasn't him and Michael B. Jordan friends too? Weren't they cool? Because they had showed a picture with like all of them.
It's Hollywood.
That's what I was saying.
Cool
it's Hollywood.
Everybody until they not cool with
By all means, honey, do you? Because I mean, I
ain't touching no.
You ain't married to nobody, so you're not tied down until you say I do. So
it's Hollywood, man. They do that all the time.
Let her love who she want to love.
Didn't nobody say nothing when Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Tara, what was the other? That whole little crew was walking around dating each other and all that.
But Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze ended up together. They still married.
We don't know this. They still young as far as Lori Harvey and the other dudes concerned. We don't know how this gonna turn out. She might end up back with Michael B. Jordan.
Right. So
we thought Rihanna and Chris Brown was gonna get back.
We did. We really did.
Shout out to A$AP Rocky. Have you watched You People on Netflix?
It hasn't come out yet. It comes out on the 27th.
Okay.
But that is something we will be watching because it has Lauren London in there. Yeah. Eddie Murphy, Nia Long. What's my dude name?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll be watching that.
What are your thoughts on Lauren London making her
coming back?
Yeah, her return back to the screen.
I'm happy for her.
Ducky, come here.
We've been waiting on her to come back, so.
Well, she had that one show, Games People Play, on BET.
Season 2 came, or season 3? She
just had it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, since then, but it wasn't. Games People Play. It was like hit or miss with that.
And she was in the joint with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, but she only had a cameo in there. She was like only.
Remember when she turned up because she played his pregnant wife? When she turned up pregnant, people were so mad.
Yeah, because they thought she was like really, really pregnant.
How dare you?
But I'm glad for her. You know, that's something to do. We have been waiting to see when she's coming back on the stage.
No, sing your song. Don't check now. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Singing Mary Had a Little Lamb. She was in it.
Yeah.
Mary had a little lamb, the piece was white as snow. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Last question. Any expectations for the return of the show Harlem on Amazon Prime?
You know, yes. So, did you watch it with me?
I watched
You watched a little snippet of it. I have been. It comes back on the 3rd, so next week, February 3rd. I'm waiting on that to come back because I am so excited. I know that Megan Good's character, it ended off with her kissing, what y'all call Turbo Drake. Yeah. It ended off with her kissing him in the middle of the lobby and his fiance looking down like, what? So my thing is like during out that whole season, throughout that whole season, I heard they was playing this cat and mouse game, and I'm just like, just explain your feelings with each other. You know what I mean?
That's but okay. Then the show will be over in one episode.
They gotta stretch it. They gotta do the cat and mouse game, but you know,
you tired of it?
It is. Because it's one of those like, oh, I just love him, but I'm gonna go sleep with somebody else, but I still love him.
But hold on, this is how you know that ain't real, because nowadays, people ain't sticking around that long.
Exactly.
After that,
and your friends is gonna be like, girl, either be with him or just let him go, because you're not gonna keep playing these games.
Yeah.
So, and I know I'm that friend that's gonna be like, girl, tell him how you feel, and then if he says I feel this way or if I don't feel this way, you gotta accept it. Okay. It's yours to accept or reject. Yeah. Because I mean, if he says, I don't feel that way, then you be like, all right, cool. Just take your L and go.
Nah, that's when.
Because there's a lot of fish in the sea.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say no. That's when you get your sex goals. You place your sex order. You be like, all right, I'll take 2, 6, 9.
You can, because I mean, by all means, if you want that last ride with him, like, because you're not married. And if you be like, hey, I want to last ride with you, it's up to him to accept or reject.
So you said that she should throw the kitty out. Just...
No. Like, if I'm saying she should, if it's one of those like, hey, they've been together, because they have been together for like so long, off and on, right? So it is a love story and history there. So to close that final chapter, if you need a last hurrah, or if you just trying to fully figure it out, it's like, okay, throw it. Just throw
like
it out
boomerang.
there. Just throw it out there. Not even just the kitty. It's just throw the hint. Throw the conversation out there.
I was about to say.
Out there.
We talking about throwing 2 different things now. Like,
throw it out there like, hey, bruh, this is how I feel.
Throw the cat out the window.
I need to know how you feel. Okay? Blase. And make sure you follow naturally_nae on Instagram. Naturally_nae with 2 E's. Follow us. And this has been another episode of The Skeeter.